Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Alright, well, I couldn't figure the damn thing out, so I ended up just taking the entire thing apart, and it turned out that my vise was a little bit off, and so I reset the vise, reset the piece in the vise, and now we have a pretty consistent spinning piece in the vise, which is what we wanted all along. Now we're going to bring ourselves to 0. Lock it down, and to check ourselves, once again, we're going to come out. He wants it 2.120, which would be 54 millimeters. 2.120, 2 inches, 120 thousandths, divided by 2. 1 inch, 60 thousandths from that point. So let's go over 1 inch and 60 thousandths. 1 inch and 60. Come on, there we go. Close enough. Let's just put a little pin prick in there. Bring it back to the other side of 1 inch 60 thousandths. Pin prick in there. And let's take a measurement once again. What did we have? 2 inches 120. 2 inches 120. And okay, so we're going to start. We've got this thing all set up. Let's see here. Let me just rotate it for you so you can see that we're totally centered. And we're going to put it on 90 degrees. And we're going to drill our first hole. At exactly, what is it, 1 inch 60 thousandths from center. Okay, and I think what we'll do is rather than change the bits, because we know exactly where 90 degrees is, we'll just rotate this around to our other 90 degrees, and that's 90 right there, and drill our second hole. Well, it's 180 off, of course. All right. Now we take the drill bit out. And put a mill bit in. And since we're going to use the mill bit as a drill, we don't have to worry about setting up in a collet. Come on. There we go. And we're just going to go straight down And what I'm going to do is go down and touch, lock it in place, and then set my 0. And we need to come down, how much? Well, I'm going to have to move you because the handle's in the way, but not much. There we go. And it calls for going down how much? 39 thousandths. So we'll start it there. Oops, wait a second. I just remembered this bit has to be dinked with in order to get it to lay in there straight. Not that one either. There we go. Okay, so now there it's touching. So 39 thousandths. There's 10, there's 20, there's 30, there's 39. And of course we bang the camera a little bit doing it. All right. Spin our vise around again. To 90 thousandths. Where's 90? There it is. Tighten it up. Bring that down to 0. Start it up. Oh, that's hitting right away. Okay. There's 10, 20, 30, 9 thousandths. Piece of cake. Take our piece out. And put the next one in. And onward and upward. We've got 2 more to do. We'll come back. Okay, well, according to my drawing, this line needs to be 23.43 millimeters radius, which is 922 thousandths. So we're going to kind of take a 922 thousandths from the center, and if we take our inside measurement, which is 1/400 or 1/410. All right, I'm going to admit it. I worked this one out mechanically, not mathematically, because I'm terrible at math. So what I did was I came in and I found out what my wall would be here, and then came over and found out what my wall would be here, and brought those two together, those two measurements together, and I will we need a straight line between those two measurements. And that would be something right about in there. And that gives us our line. So then what I did is I came in and I put this in the jig and rotated the jig until my parallel or perpendicular with the Bridgeport just followed that line exactly. And if we're going to rotate around here, we're going to see that I've already cut. Well, this is actually my second one that I've cut. We're going to come in a little closer. And that one's just finishing up the rough cut. And, well, actually, we can just continue to go. So what I did is I came in 28 thousandths short of my line. Now I'm going to bring it back to 5 thousandths. And then I'm going to travel back. And I can go a little faster that way. Get a second rough cut. And we're having to take it real easy here because this thing is just held in by that one bolt. Now I did go back and put a pin in the back side of that. I'm not sure if you can see it. You can kind of see a hint of it back there. I put a pin back there to keep it from rotating, but you know the pin is sitting in aluminum, so if there's any pressure at all on it, that pin's going to rotate and tweak on me. So I'm just taking it easy and letting the machine do its thing, and it's getting pretty warm. But we're coming to the end here, and the cutting is fairly rough, but if I come back with a climb cut, it cuts nice and smooth. All right, now we're going to just take out that last 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. Return, and we could probably even go a little faster there. Now you can see the pin pretty well. And all it's really doing, I mean, it's holding it a little bit, the bolt is holding it, but all it's really doing is just kind of allowing me to index these holes each time I drop a piece in. Okay, we got a nice clean surface. We'll bring it back to 26 thousandths. Bring it back to 0 or to the beginning. Take this one out. Put the next one in. Ooh, it's hot. So it may not come out. Yeah, it's coming out. Okay, now you can really see the pin. And that pin just helps me index the hole. Come on. There we go. There it is. Look at that. Oh, so sweet. Okay, so we got the bolt in place. We got the piece in place. And we're going to tighten up the bolt. And I'm snugging that down pretty good because we're going to take one full cut. and I'm 26 thousandths short of my line right now. It's going to be a slow cut, of course. Okay, so we've got it, we've got the cut. Now we bring it back this way 20 thousandths. Well, actually about 23 thousandths. Oh, wait, we gotta, yeah. Let's start it up and bring it back. Okay, we got about 5 thousandths left to cut. Okay, we did it. Now, bring it back. Blow it off. And let's rotate it around and cut the other side. Okay, so we've got our two of our parallels cut, and now we want to get the third one, or the third and fourth one cut, but we need to rotate our vise to the proper angle, and cut that. So how are we going to find the proper angle? Well, since his statement of it's fine within 10 thousandths one way or the other and the perimeter is not important, we're going to just do this mechanically. And what I did is I scribed a line. We're going to rotate the vise over. Let's see what our degrees are here. It looks like we're at about 32 degrees, so we'll just rotate 32 degrees the other direction. And that should give us what we need. I love this vise, and I just got the degree wheel here just last week, and already I have a job that needs it, and the degree wheel is excellent. So drop this over, come back a little bit, come down, just so I'm not touching. And let's go back and forth until we get this thing right. All right, we're still a little off. And I'm going to get down even closer. That's pretty good. Still about a half a degree off. Look the other way. All right, we're going to get my cheater glasses out so I can actually see. Bring this thing in as accurate as we can get it. Sitting right on top of that line. I think that's got it. Okay. So, now, put our tool bit back in. Okay, so this time we're going to come in fairly short of the line because we don't exactly know where the line is as far as the mill is concerned. And that should do the trick. Let me make sure we're good and tight here, and we are. I'd say that's just about it. So now let's flip it and do the other side. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We need to get this rounded off a bit, and I've got this thing dead center on the vise itself, so I'm just going to rotate around until I clean it up. Keep bringing it in about 5/10 thousandths at a time. And that looks like about did it. So let's go over to the other side. Do the same thing. All right, that's that for that. And we have a fairly reasonable looking manifold. Let's do another one. We got 3 more to do. This is the one that fits nice and tight. Come on. There it is. Okay, we've come in and cut a bit with just a little ear on it because we need to cut the groove in this thing, and I started cutting the groove, except the groove needs to be 112 thousandths, and I cut the web just a little bit too small, so I'm going to have to come out with the boring head just a smidge. So we're going to cut the next one at this angle, at this depth of 23 thousandths, and then cut all 4 of them, and then adjust out to the right outside diameter and cut them again. Okay, we'll be back. All right, let's give this a try. Well, we're going to switch off. Okay, take that one out. Yeah, much better. Next one goes in. And this washer fit perfect. I mean, you know, it's just a washer I grabbed out of the drawer. So some days things go well. Let's hope today is one of those days. Nice and snug. We're going to drop this down until we touch. There it is. It's hitting all the way now. Okay, so I'm already, how far down am I? What, about 2 thousandths down? And let's go another 21. Alright, so now we need to bring this groove out to 120 thousandths. 120? 112. Which is about right there. And what's the thickness of our web here? We're sitting right on 80, so we want to go 25 thousandths out, which would be 12 thousandths as far as our... So there's 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that should give it to us. Let's see what that does. Going all the way down this time because we want to check our size first. And of course we can't. Well, we can just take the nut off or the bolt off. And then 1750. So we need to come out just a little further. Twenty more thousandths. There's 5, 10. Let's give that a try. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so there's one. That's the tight one. Okay, all we have left is just knocking off some sharp edges and some real fine sandpaper. You know, it is aluminum, so it's not going to take much. Okay, one last thing. Yeah, we gotta reach. Just deburr these holes. There's one. lay down our let's blow these things off. Get a better shot here. Come on down. I think maybe we'll cover this part up here. And we'll take a photograph of that, and we're done. All right, we're going to go from there up to here. And a good picture of the garbage can there. And here we are. That was an okay project. 4 pieces. I would rather have done 40, but hey, 4 pieces is better than no pieces. Let's... I don't know what I was going to say. Anyhow, hey, this is Nick Collier checking out.